You want an answer? Be more specific!
Don't just be ominous and vaguely threatening.
Yeah, because you want to know what happened to the last two people who did that? They're
Even the one that threats good.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna get the shilling out of the way quick. As always, you can join the Discord where you can talk to us, join games. Matter of fact, I believe we have a spot opening up. So
Yeah,
Go
for
ahead and-
Sunday.
yeah, go ahead and join the Discord and be a part of that. You can always, if you want to support the channel in other ways, you can always talk about us, retweet us, let people know we exist, and you can subscribe to the channel and give us bits as well. So you guys left off. You stopped the seemingly big bad last time, including getting the proper thing to take out Lycoan, and you took out Gregory as well.
Yep.
Fucking Greg.
He's
But
dead.
there were also some complications with Venora getting arrested.
No, I haven't done that yet.
Oh, well, being questioned.
Taken
Yeah.
into question.
If that's happening, things might go down.
No murdering the sheriff.
Oh, come on!
I feel like that's how you end up with more jail time.
I know,
Adding
I'm just joking.
murder when you're already a murder suspect is kind of like
It's kind
it's
of
very counterintuitive.
And this is why you can't have a 0 in clever.
Come on, why not?
That's what the rest of the party's for, right?
Yeah, I don't need to think.
That's why we're a team.
And then, just before we left, a mysterious person dropped by the police station, demanding help finding their brother and getting him unlocked up, but nobody knew what she was talking about. I think after that, I think we'll kind of skip ahead a little bit, at least the next day. So Venora, you got questioned. You went home, and then the next day comes up. Do you go to school, or are you gonna hide out at home?
Why would I go to school? I mean, the news gets around pretty quick, doesn't it?
It is a small town, so that is probably more
I
than
mean,
true.
I don't think that's a good idea. Especially with her being so upset. So, she's not inclined to. But if someone wants to tell her to shape up, then we'll see what happens.
What about the rest of you? Keo and Narcisse specifically, do you go to school?
Yeah. I mean, he skipped out halfway through yesterday, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so, Narcy, when you get to school, one of the first things you see is, Emily. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, brain fart moment. Emily is talking to the kind of new student just in the school, you would recognize this as the girl who showed up at the police station. Yes, the night before. But when she breaks off when she sees you, and comes over to you and she, Nancy, you got a second?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
So the principal stopped me today, and he wants us to whip up a memorial for Christine in the yearbook. And he was also wondering if we could handle a memorial for at the homecoming dance.
Yeah, sure. We can definitely do that.
Okay, great. I've got my first period free, so I'll work on that right away then.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have can you come up with a list of a bunch of her friends or like family and people we could probably interview for it?
Absolutely. Yes, I can do that.
Okay, and probably like dig through her social media to have any pictures up for the memorial service. Is it going to be at the school or like?
The one will just be in the yearbook, and then homecoming probably just be at the homecoming dance. So
Yeah.
it'll probably just be at the school. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I can. Yes.
Whenever you're able to, I have a question.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. I'll work on that right away. So she heads off, probably towards whatever room you guys normally work in on your free time. What was your question?
Can I go to school like at a later, like after lunch?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Kyo, do you got any like chemistry club stuff that you would have to take care of before before school or anything?
Here's the funny thing is I have no idea what a chemistry club would possibly do.
Besides make meth.
Besides make meth. So I don't think there'd be anything like for homecoming or anything. Like I think it'd be more of a place for people to like hang out and do like just a place to like get out of the house, maybe do extra homework or shit, but like not like an actual like it's not like yearbook where we actually have things we need to get done. It's
Just
more
occasionally
just
blow
like,
stuff up.
Yeah, it's an occasional let's blow stuff up sometimes. let's make some meth.
I imagine that if there was a science fair, they might be in charge of setting up and running that.
Yeah, but would a science fair be like in the middle of the year or at the end of the year?
Yeah, probably in the middle of the year.
Yeah, probably. In the middle of the year. I wouldn't know what a chemistry club does either, so I just thought I would.
I'm trying to Google it real
They
quick.
could help the people lagging behind in their chemistry course.
Yeah.
But that's mostly it, probably.
It's around Halloween, right?
Yeah, we're getting to about October.
Okay. One of the things that my chemistry club in high school did is we blew up pumpkins. I went to a
That's
beer.
All right. Okay. Well, if it's okay, I'm good. I'm looking up chemistry club activities right now. So if it's October, there is Mole Day.
Mole! Sorry.
There is Mole Day. So he'd probably be telling people to like, remember Mole Day is coming up. We'll do some shit then. We'll, make
Get ready.
food, make a thing for it. I don't care.
Mhm.
Probably he'd love to blow up pumpkins, something like that. Yeah, not anything of urgency because Halloween's at the end, Mole Day's at the end of October. It's not anything like urgent. He's just kind of dicking around.
Okay. What would
If you want to be morbid, they could be making formaldehyde, like because someone just died. But like, he probably wouldn't do that.
That's a project to work on your own time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you probably wouldn't.
What would Ada be doing this early in the morning?
Drinking her coffee, reading the newspaper, probably on her phone, but still like reading the newspaper, in case of any other disappearances or like weird things that she should know about. But yeah, basically just making sure that all of her group's activities are on the down low.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? Give me a quick clever roll to see what all you catch in the newspaper.
All right, clever it is.
All right. 4. Let's see. So, a lot of it is mostly the talking about the disappearances, how some people in town are getting questioned about those disappearances. But there is a small story talking about how some people that live along like the upper part of the forest are reporting that their animals are acting weird. like like their cows, if they like put them out in the pasture or something, they're acting weird, getting spooked easier than normal.
Okay.
And there's another small story about an abandoned car. There's not a lot of details. It's just like there was an abandoned car found just outside of town along the highway. But they, like, it says, we have no information. The police at this point have no information. It's just kind of like, oh, hey, there's an abandoned car. And that would probably strike you as odd. And
Okay.
So, yeah, not a whole lot going on that hasn't already happened at this point.
Okay. So typical small town day.
Yeah.
Okay. She is going to probably spend the rest of her morning going through her bookcases and organizing them, and also trying to pull out any information about werewolves. Just like not Venora werewolves, but like Greg werewolves.
Okay. Yeah, roll another clever to see what you find. It's a little obscure.
Okay.
Another
Hey.
4. Well, at least you're consistent.
Putting that 4 in clever to good use.
So what a lot of what you find, you find that there's a lot of it is kind of what you've already known. It's a lot of lore, mixed with a few stories. It seems like there's not a lot of them because they're kind of special, right? Like they're really special. They seem to be immortal, so they've lived a long time. There's a lot of talk about like other like supernatural creatures that may also be immortal or have some kind of weird power that means they live a long time, like the Wild Hunt and I'm trying to think of and like berserkers.
Okay.
But you don't it seems that they're far more rare.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure that of the ones that existed, there were only 3 left. It seems like the few that did live, some of them were already dead, and so that the 3 that you already encountered were probably the only ones left, as far as you can tell.
Okay, good. That was kind of what I wanted to figure out. And I'm gonna put sticky note bookmarks in the other entries for like the Wild Hunt and the Berserkers and like other like related things, so that if it comes up again, I will just be able to pull out the book and be like, oh, it's right here.
Okay. Let's see.
That's right. We're gonna library science this shit.
We're gonna Buffy.
Yes.
Buffy this.
I will Buffy it. Thank you very much.
Hey, knowledge is power. So.
And like, she didn't drink her milk when she was young, so she's not very forceful. Like she's knowledge is her thing.
Look, you're just a human fighting werewolves and stuff. It's best to know your shit.
Yeah, like she knows how squishy she is, like having lived to this age.
Okay, so for our students, homecoming is in like a couple of weeks. Is there anything that you would be doing in prep for this? Are you even thinking about it? It's kind of usually an important part of the school year, so.
No one really likes me, so no.
Aw.
That was so sad.
The last few years she's been at high school, no one's invited her to the homecoming. She's always been there by herself, so why should this year change? So, not really.
I mean,
That's really sad.
sometimes you just gotta, I guess, take the initiative and go for it, then.
Heck no.
Okay.
That's a mood.
What if Narcy offers Venora to be a photographer to shoot the homecoming? There's like a little, like at least for my yearbook, we got like a press pass, which meant that you could walk practically anywhere you wanted, and no teacher could tell you that you can't. And like it's just like access to yearbook, food, and snacks.
It sounds fun. Could pull out pranks with that.
Yeah.
Spice the punch bowl.
Spike the punch bowl.
You have to shoot pictures though.
I have to what?
You do have to shoot pictures.
I don't want to work.
You
I
just,
want to be pulling pranks.
you just shoot enough to solidify your alibi, and then do whatever you
Alright,
want.
fine. You have a point. Fine.
Keo would not go. He has been to 1 social events this year, and it would be weird for him to keep going to them. Also, homecoming is always bad. Like, I've been to homecoming stuff in high school. It's always bad.
Legit.
It's never fun. The most fun part is the football game, and when your football team's bad, that's not even fun.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Our football team was bad as well. Okay. Narcy and Kia, what would you be doing about lunchtime before Venora gets there?
Probably just like planning specific pages to like do like the school calendar for like whatever events and like blah 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 boring yearbook stuff.
Getting lunch. Nothing special. I hate being so boring, but like especially after everything that's been happening, like he would just be like, okay, we're gonna do normal shit. It's gonna be normal.
Fly casual.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you coming right in at lunch then, Venora? Or
I would have eaten lunch at home and then would have walked over.
okay, so you want to get there just after lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. Then during lunch, Kyo and Narcy, you notice that Donna has shown up at the school. She appears to be trying to find you, like in the crowded lunchroom. Do you call out to her or anything?
Who is she trying to find?
You and Narcy.
Kia wouldn't do anything. Like he would just wait. He's
Sucks for you,
non-confrontational. I feel like I haven't been playing to the fact that he is supposed to be non-confrontational. Like if he really wanted to find her, she could call him. If she really wanted to find him, like he's just gonna sit there and eat his lunch. And if she finds Narcy first, then she finds Narcy first. He's not gonna go after her, you know.
Narcy is just like like one hand has a pencil and the other hand has her lunch, and she's just like hyper focused on like getting stuff done.
Okay.
So I don't know if like she'd call out to Donna.
To clarify, would you guys be sitting at the same table or separate tables?
I don't think Kyo would want to sit next to Narcy.
He would just sit down away from everyone. If you came and sat
On its own table.
next to him, he wouldn't do anything. But he wouldn't, again, go out of his way to sit next to people.
Okay. So, I guess then, Narcy, that decision's up to you. Are you sitting with Kyo, or did you sit at a different table?
I sat down at the first table I saw that was free because I have a whole bunch of papers and like homework to finish along with the yearbook stuff. I'm just there's no spare time.
Business.
Yeah.
So probably at the same table, just because it would be one of those like things without a lot of people. You know, one of those tables.
It's not one of the click tables. Yeah.
Exactly. So they'd probably be sitting at the same table, like maybe not like on opposite ends, but kind of like not together, but at the same table, if that makes sense. Because I'm thinking like the long tables. Anyways,
The ones made
but
out
yeah.
of
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine if you're working on yearbook stuff, that Emily's also sitting at the table with you.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So eventually, Donna's gonna find you. And mostly she's looking for Keo and Narcy because Venora's not there. She doesn't actually know that Venora's not there. So she's just looking. You guys are
wandering
the ones,
around.
Yeah, you guys are the ones that she finds first. So she walks up to the table and she sits down and she goes, "So, is Venora here?"
Narcy just looks up at Keo like, is she here?
I don't know. Some shit went down, so it wouldn't drown me if she wasn't here.
Okay. Her uncle Petey thought it would be a good idea to try to get me enrolled in school if I'm here, so we did that today, and so I guess I'm a student here now. I was just wondering if Venora was around. What is your guys' next class?
Um, English.
Math.
That's
I
right.
was trying to think of a specific math, but I forgot which one I took junior year, so it was just math.
Trig.
Just math is fine.
Just math.
She was I got chemistry. You guys wouldn't happen to be able to show me which room it's in, would you? The other new girl's kind of starting to creep me out.
That's totally fair.
Shit.
Oh my god. Okay. Keo just kind of like he would look at his food and look at Donna and be like, "Yeah, I'll show you where it is." It's kind of it doesn't go too crazy off of where English is, so I can take you.
Oh, cool. That sounds great. So which of the lunch options is good?
None of them.
I don't eat here. I bring my own food.
I'll be honest, none of them. I would say the least worst stuff is something that you probably have eaten before. So the rubber nuggets or, something like that would probably be the
Cardboard
safest bet.
pizza.
Cardboard pizza.
Cardboard pizza is also a safe bet. It really just depends on what you know of school food. None of it's going to be good.
Especially the mashed potatoes.
Sawdust.
I hear that sometimes they have pudding.
When they're in the designated like Jello pudding cups, they're okay because that is an actual food that people have to sell to others.
Uh-huh.
When it's the school's homemade pudding, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I think it moved once. Like on
It's just the same pudding recycled over and over.
There was one time where me and Emily found some mold in an orange.
In an orange.
an orange. She was halfway through finishing it until I noticed that there was like some
Dark spots on it.
yeah. It just is. That was a day. We also had fireworks that day in the lunchroom.
Mm. Yes.
So she goes, right, so I think I'll just wait to eat when I get back to Petey's then. Guys mind if I hang out with you for the rest of lunch?
Yeah, sure. It's gonna be pretty quiet. But if you're good with that.
That's fine. So lunch ends. You guys head to class. Kyo is showing Donna where chemistry is. Do you ask her anything as you go? She did mention there was another new girl.
Yeah. So the new chick is weird.
Yeah,
The other new chick.
yeah, she keeps giving me weird looks, and like not like she hasn't. When they had us like in like a group with another student showing us to our classes, and she hasn't said a word to me all day, and she just keeps staring at me. Like she doesn't even look away when I like look over at her, and she doesn't say anything if I ask her what her deal is. It's really starting to weird me out.
Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah. That's real weird. It's weird that you guys are also starting on the same day in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of weird, right?
I mean, it is still a little more towards the beginning of the year, but yeah, I guess I wasn't really planning on starting a new school this year, so.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, I'm not trying to say like you're the weird one. I'm thinking she's kind of weird. Like,
you're just saying that it's weird that there's two new students a couple months into school.
Yeah, because like you may like the weirdest thing is that you both are happening on the same day. I think it's not weird like if you came in today and came in tomorrow, like that would be super weird. But like you're both here on the exact same day. I think that's the weird thing. Who is she? Like, what's her name?
I think they said her name was Isabel. So something like that. I wasn't entirely paying a lot of attention to what they were saying, so I didn't catch her last name or anything. Pretty
That's
sure
cool.
they said
I
her
was
name's
just
Isabel.
don't worry about it. I was just wondering if like maybe she'd be in any of my classes so I could like, you know. I mean, I guess it would be kind of obvious because I'd be in class and there'd be someone I didn't know. But I can ask around too and ask why she's being kind of creepy and if she's being creepy to other people.
So you're gonna creep on her back.
Yeah, I'm gonna creep on her back. Anyways, what made PD decide that you need to go back to school? Like, where is it? Just because you've been on the run for so long that like, shit, maybe you should be getting a formal education?
Yeah, kind of. And we we're trying to figure out if there was some other place for me to go, but we weren't able to get a hold of any of my relatives that I knew of, so he thought if I was just gonna stay here, since it would probably be safer with all of you guys around, that maybe I should have some semblance of a normal life.
Yeah, totally. I get that. Anyways, here's the classroom. If you don't know where the next class is, you can ask the teacher. She's real chill. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
and he heads off to English.
Thank you.
No problem.
Venora, do you get there about this time?
Yeah, probably.
What class would you have?
The same as all the other people, so I guess English?
Okay.
English or math.
Yeah.
Those were your choices.
Or chemistry.
Or
or
chemistry, if you
No.
wanted to be with Donna.
No.
No.
No, I want to avoid that.
Oh, avoid everything.
That's a mood. All right. I'm sorry. I'm so tired, and my only joke is that it's my only relatable hashtag joke. Anyways.
All right. So Venora, when you get to English, you notice that there isn't a new girl in your class
Okay.
as well.
And she's the weird one that came into the police station?
Yes.
Okay. Would I have seen her that day?
You probably would not have.
Okay. Like, someone's cramping my style.
I'm the creepy one here.
Yeah. Dude, come on. Not cool.
So, Venora's in my English class or a different English class? What'd you say?
Don't know.
She'd probably be in the same one unless Venora's in a different.
I wouldn't think
Year?
so.
Like,
Why would I?
he also wouldn't be taking anything, like, special, so,
Yeah.
She
She has a clever of 1. She's not smart.
Well, unless you're in,
Honors or
Yeah, what I'm saying is I'm not in honors.
Well, I don't think Kiyo's in honors, at least for English, either.
Yeah.
So unless you're in, like, a remedial English class, or in a different
No.
class year, I think you'd have this. Probably
I'd
have the
just be
same
with
class.
Kyo.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we both have this new chick in the class?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you do anything specific?
Well, it's class time. If we do anything, the teacher's gonna call us out. So, no. Oh, wait. till
sorry,
class
I'm gonna go
ends.
AFK for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's fine. Okay.
He would probably like, um, like he would probably if he saw Venora walking in, or if, like, they met up before they got into class, he'd mention that Donna's here, as well as another new chick, and the new chick's kind of been creeping on Donna.
Okay. Alright. I'd say thanks, I guess.
I'm just
No.
saying, so she might be kind of weird.
Yeah. But I'm the weird one.
All right, now is the time to be defensive of that, I guess.
No. No.
I don't understand. Like, what does that matter?
Cause I don't want to start a fight. Is that okay?
That's fair enough.
Okay.
Don't.
am I supposed to walk up and say, "Hey, you're weird"?
No,
Why
I'm
are
just
you
saying.
weird?
I'm just saying you're the one who mentioned, but I'm the weird one. I'm like, okay, like why?
Yeah, what? How am I supposed to change that? I can't. I'm going to school now. Leave me alone. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay, so you guys are in your English class. You're reading the Scarlet Letter,
Okay.
and as you're as the class goes on, you notice that Isabel seems to, despite being new, have a lot of answers to the questions the teacher asks about the book.
I'm gonna roll my eyes. Like, really? We're just gonna be one of these kinds of people? Great.
That's what you're mad about.
Oh no, I would just be like, well, that would be the first. That's fair because like I'm kind of just like, oh great, this chick's read the book, you know, and like
Well,
Keo definitely hasn't.
She's trying to show off. It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, woohoo, look at you, new kid. You
Like,
know stuff.
first off, you're a new kid, and then second off, you're being a smartass. Like you are cruising for a bruising, my friend.
This is how I cope with pain. Don't question it.
I'm pretty sure we just had some of the smart kids in the school threaten to beat up another kid for being smart. So,
Oh no, he wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, like, bullies would definitely get on that.
I mean, you're probably not wrong, but
Oh my
just the
God.
way you said it was.
I know. Don't take anything I say today seriously. I don't know why I'm so out of it.
We all seem to be out of it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, like she doesn't like make any moves during class
Oh yeah, that'd be
or
dumb.
anything. Yeah, I mean, would be she at least in this class she kind of keeps to herself. She doesn't really go out of her way to talk to anybody. But you know, do notice a few students that like are nice to her at the very least. You know, on the side, start up a couple of conversations.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. When class is over and you guys leave, as you're leaving class, Drew finds you.
Of course.
Ooh.
And Drew goes, so, hey, have you talked to that new girl yet, Isabel? She seems really cool. We talked about like Pink Floyd, like almost the entire first period today.
No, she was in my English class, but I haven't like actually talked to her or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like you should definitely give her a chance. She seems pretty cool.
All right. If she decides to talk to me, I will definitely treat her
Talk
with the
to
same respect
her.
I treat everyone. Like,
It's a question, and that's it.
understand. Yeah, definitely. All
Sure,
right.
sure thing, bruh.
Fist bump?
Oh, all right.
Oh my god.
And hey, how are you doing today? Been all right? Kind of heard you were having a rough go of it.
I'm fine.
That didn't really sound all that convincing, but okay.
I'm fine.
Oh
Don't
my
talk
god.
to me.
All right.
Go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Scared.
find Narcy. I gotta talk to her about something for the yearbook anyway. So
Okay,
I'll
have fun.
talk to you guys later.
Mhm.
See ya.
Not if I see you first.
So I'm gonna jump over to Ada real quick, and Ada, are you still at home?
Still at home, probably looking at job postings on Craigslist.
Okay. There's a knock on your door.
No.
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 Okay. Yeah, she'll make sure that like she did get dressed today, but she's and she's very impeccably dressed. So she's got like, you know, a really nice top on and like good pants, but she's barefoot. And she takes her coffee cup with her to the door.
So she can bash someone with it.
I
If
mean,
they're aggressive.
there are many reasons that she needs her coffee cup.
She get like a Swiss Army coffee cup.
Swiss
Army
Army coffee cup.
So she's got her coffee cup. Hello?
It's Victor. Can we talk?
It's your idiot little brother.
Come on in. And she just kind of like leaves the door open and walks back to the sitting room where she's got like the couch that Narcy napped on.
Yeah. He follows you in. And
Does he shut the door behind himself?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Otherwise, we were gonna have words.
He's also probably clever enough to remember to lock the door behind him as well. Don't do
Good.
anything just going through the door. And then as he follows you into the living room. Before he sits down or anything, he asks you, so how's Narcy doing? I heard about her friend and all the stuff that's been going on. Is she okay?
She's fine.
Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I was kind of worried. And how's her training and stuff going?
She's a natural. And kind of the unsaid thing that lays there is like, unlike some people.
Wow, that's kind of rude. I mean,
That's
he's
really
not,
mean.
like,
He fucking showed up at my house! Bro, he's got an agenda.
There's a reason he's here.
You're right. He does have an agenda to connect to his daughter who doesn't want to talk to him. You're being openly hostile about it.
Wow. harsh much?
Oh my god.
I mean, you know, like if you hadn't been such a fuck up, maybe you would have a better relationship with your daughter. She doesn't
God.
say that, but it might be.
No
implied.
mercy.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I don't know how many like, matrilineal monster hunting cults you know, but at least in this one, we don't take to failure very easily.
Apparently. Gosh. Way too early to start a conversation, apparently.
Come back after I've had more of this. Like. So anyway, she doesn't actually say unlike some people. But she sits there and she kind of semi-judgmentally sips her coffee.
Okay, I think as they're kind of giving you a judgmental look, he instead of sitting down, he just kind of awkwardly like stands there like, oh, okay, maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have shown up.
Sit down.
Okay. So what has she told you about how school's going and stuff?
Ada doesn't have a good answer for that. She's like, well, I taught your daughter how to bury a body in a swamp.
Oh my god.
He just assumed that was part of her training.
Yeah, no, that's par for the course. I mean, like you turn 17, you learn how to hide the bodies.
It's fundamentals.
Yeah, it's monster hunting 101. But she does make an effort. She stops and she thinks and she said, well, I know she's big into yearbook. And she's got 2 acquaintances. The Kia, what are you? Are you a druid?
Yeah, he's a druid.
Mhm.
Okay, so the druid boy and the
I'm a
werewolf.
human. I'm a nerd.
Yes, there's a nerdy little druid boy, and there's a werewolf girl with anger issues.
Yeah, I think I met them. Oh, yearbook. That's cute. Yeah.
She's
I guess she. It's a lot like her mother. I never had much of a mind for actually going to class.
there are so many things Ada could say right now. And there is a literal pause where she stops and she takes a drink of her coffee and she's just like, neither of us were very good at that.
He smiles and he goes, yeah, we were a little ambitious in the monster hunting back then, I think. Even as young as we were.
The world needed us.
That's what we kept telling ourselves.
Ada is still 100% a believer. Like, she is convinced of the validity of her mission. Because if that's wrong, like if she's been wrong her entire life, like her entire story falls apart.
Right.
Yeah.
You gonna get the feeling from this chat and from other chats you've probably had with Victor that it's not so much that he doesn't think what you're doing is right, but he's like that sort of like veteran cop who's been doing it for too long, and he's just
done.
yeah, he's kind of like, man, everything just seems to want to. No matter, you take out 100 werewolves and there's still 40 more willing to cause just as much mayhem, so
Yeah.
he's just kind of a little disillusioned by the whole monster hunter thing at this point, and
I think what she's gonna say is she's gonna get that look on her face, and she's gonna be like, the world needed us.
yeah, I know. Especially now, I think there were other people that needed me too, I know I did good. I know that people all over the country needed me for various things, but now, here, seeing her, I kind of can't shake the feeling that there were other places I could have been. Other things I could have done.
Give her time, Victor. She'll come around.
Yeah, I hope. You know what? I should go. There's probably some place where I'm needed. He stands up and he goes, by the way, small town, if you're looking for a job, you should probably try the paper. And then he leaves.
Oh, I was gonna offer him a cup of coffee. I got a Danish. Like, but if he wants to leave, she won't stop him. But she will follow him to the door, and she'll be just like, hey, don't be a stranger.
Yeah, I won't. You don't have to worry about that. Won't be in the field much for a while anyways. And he kind of holds up the cast on his...
The cast, yeah.
His broken arm, and I'll see you around.
She stops him again, and she's like, hey, come by for breakfast on Saturday.
Okay, I can make that happen. And yeah, he heads down to his car. It's like I don't know, like a older model crossover SUV type deal or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go back to trying to find a job?
I do.
Do you take Victor's advice and try the newspaper, or do you keep looking on Craigslist?
I do check the newspaper.
Okay.
Because she's not used to being in small towns. She's a big city girl. Like,
Right.
She's like, oh God, the paper.
Yeah. What? It's something. Living in a small town, every time you go to look for apartments or something, it's all in the paper. And so you go looking online for apartments in a small town, and you find
Nothing.
Nada.
So what kind of job would Ada be looking for?
Not anything manual labor. She can do
Accounting.
she can do clerical work, she can do administrative work, she can do like picker packer work in a factory. And she's got resumes for each of them. With like all the different jobs that she's held over the years. So like her administrative one is like all the office experience that she's had, and like her like customer service one is like all the jobs that she's worked where she was like a telemarketer. Like, so she's got like 3 different resumes.
Okay.
Woo, adulthood.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like several jobs. A lot of the jobs you find are actually like factory work nearby. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple like picker packer jobs. There's like a in secretary for like a small law office or something that's available. It looks like the police station might be looking for somebody to help answer phones as well.
Okay. She is 100% going to call the police office. Because being plugged into the local police station would be so fantastic.
Right.
So, and she's got her resume where it's just like, hey, what up? I am bilingual. I am skilled at answering phones. I can stay calm in a crisis. You want to hire me? She's got that resume up.
Okay. So when you call the police station, you actually get just like an officer, like at one of the deputies who's kind of answering phones at the front desk because they don't really have somebody to do it. Just hello, Vonwood Police Station.
Hi, I was calling about the job that you had posted in the paper.
Oh yes. When could you come down to like drop off a resume, maybe get an interview? Do you have time today?
I can be there in 15 minutes.
One sec. Let me make sure the sheriff is here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes. Like, yeah,
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, that should work. The sheriff's here, so you can come on down.
Oh yes, the sheriff. We meet again. All right, cool. Yeah, she'll make sure that her outfit is put together. So she puts on a blazer, she puts on a nice necklace, like she does her makeup.
Right. Okay. Well, you head over there to get a job. Back at school, Narcy, Drew's gonna find you. He's gonna walk up and he goes, hey, I wanted to talk to you real quick, cause wanted to know if we could schedule time, like in the next couple days, to do like a photo shoot for the yearbook for the band.
For the band?
Yeah, like my band, like cause we're gonna be playing
Oh.
Homecoming and stuff. So I was wondering if we could.
Do you mean like for the homecoming spread or like an entire spread dedicated to your band? Because we'd be shooting anything and everything for homecoming anyway.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Yeah, I don't really know how the yearbook works, so it's just they just kind of asked us because they didn't want to pay for a DJ, and I was like, sure, we'll play. And I was like, maybe we can get the band in the yearbook. But if you're already gonna be taking photos, everything, that's cool.
This guy likes you, Keo.
Fucking idiot, and I love him. I'm attracted to dumbasses.
This is my stupid son.
So, like, do you want to be, like, the first to call if, like, we do, like, a feature story? We could probably do a story for that spread, for the homecoming spread on, like, I don't know, that a local high school band is playing? I'm not really sure. That sounds more like something for the broadcasting kids to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. Do you know who runs that?
No. like, I know some people, but like, I don't really talk to them all that much. Totally different brand of journalism.
Oh, okay. I'm sure somebody knows. I'll ask around. Um,
All right.
Thanks.
No problem. Bye.
Bye. um, do you, what other classes would you guys have for the day? Like, just to get an idea of what kind of students they would be, or what kind of classes they'd take. I know we talked about some of the early morning classes.
I don't want to take math. I'm not taking math. So writing is.
I don't think that's an option.
I think you're
think
required
you
to
have
take so
to
many,
take math.
Take so
I-
many math
in-
classes.
You sure that math wasn't in the morning? Because then I could just skip
Math
writing.
could have been in the
I mean,
morning for
yeah,
you.
You could just say it's in the morning.
Okay. Skip math.
I'm trying to think of
So I
what
guess
classes.
science.
You have math, science, history.
History. History is fun.
History is a thing.
Excuse you, it's social studies.
History,
Right.
English. I think those are the core classes, and then 2 electives.
Foreign
Yeah.
languages.
Yeah, I was about to say, is this a small enough town that they're like, we don't need no foreign language?
It'd be a small enough town that the foreign language would probably be Spanish.
And that's it.
And they're, yeah, I mean, they might offer like a distance learning course for like German or something, but there's probably not a lot of options.
Do you think there'd be Latin though? Because like Latin has like all this and shit, and a lot of like people who like schools who focus on like high SAT and ACT scores want Latin. I think.
Um,
And I remember Latin being in Kim Possible, and I think they were in a small town. That's the only connection I'm making. I'm a fucking child.
like, this is a like small Midwestern town. I wouldn't necessarily think so. Like, I feel like you probably, if you're going to a fancy like boarding school or something,
Yeah.
there'd definitely be like some advanced language classes like that, but I wouldn't think so for a small town like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cues in
I mean, we
Spanish,
had
then.
it. Yeah. We had it, but we were a Catholic school, so
I can't say
Yeah,
anything.
guess I'll
My
go to
high school was
history.
pretty big, so it was relatively big.
Yeah, I mean, my school, that's what we had. We had Spanish, and then there was German was a distant learning class, and that was technically all they had. And then a student petitioned for a French class, but if I remember right, both were cut from the courses because they didn't have enough students.
womp womp.
So
Alright.
I remember.
language isn't a high priority for little schools.
I'm
Fair
gonna go
enough.
to history.
Yeah, I probably have history class too.
Okay. When you get to history class, there for the two of you going to history class, you notice there's a couple of students who are actually like talking about Isabel. She's not in this class, but there's like a couple of students talking about her. You know, like how sometimes the new kids get like some attention because they're new, but they're like talking about how cool she seems and stuff. Because like, oh yeah, I talked to her this morning and she like knew all about like Batman comics or something, and Yeah, right. Like, so they're like,
She's
there's
so cool.
yeah, there's a
Batman!
Oh man.
Pink Floyd and Batman.
well,
No, this girl, she's doing some mind trickery. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, no, 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 no.
This is
that's-
not
She's
real.
a robot.
That's the thing, is it's not just like Drew was like, yeah, we know we talked about this, but there's like several students like saying, oh hey, you know, oh yeah, no, she talked to me about Batman comics, but there's like another student who's also talking about how she knows a lot of like sciencey, like, oh, she knows all this stuff about NASA and stuff. So like it's like she's playing the field, like,
Nope,
you know.
this is fake. This is fake.
She's
No.
just very well rounded.
No, I'm telling you, people like this are fake. They're
Low-key,
awful
that was
and I
me in
hate
high
them.
school. Oh man. Weird flashbacks. Sorry.
As everyone
Yeah,
gets
this whole
lost.
like day in the life thing, I'm like
Not again!
yeah.
Alright, can I... Would you say I'd be able to pick up Isabel's scent?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, is she
I mean,
anywhere nearby?
yeah, actually, like you probably, I mean, you'd have to leave the class to even be able to do it, because you can do it, but it's gonna take, like, it's gonna be hard to do just because there's a lot of people in a school, even a small school of. That's still a lot of bodies, teachers, students moving around, so there's a lot of sense of her. But yeah, you can catch her. She's kind of nearby. At least you're pretty sure she's in she seems to be hiding out in one of the girls' bathrooms.
Okay. I guess I'll try. So what would I roll? Careful?
What are you trying to do exactly? Because
I want to find her.
I thought you were using your stunt.
No, I don't want to use that.
Okay, if you're not using your stunt, yeah, roll careful.
Nice.
Yeah, with the
Damn.
with the 6, you definitely find her.
Okay.
She is hiding out in one of the school, like one of the large school bathrooms, like several stalls. Do you go in, or do you want more information before you go in?
I want more information.
Okay, so she doesn't seem to be alone. You're pretty sure there's at least 2 other girls in there with her,
Okay.
and it sounds like somebody in there smoking.
Okay.
If you have any specific questions, you can go ahead and ask her. You got a 6, so you got a really high roll there.
I want to basically do what the character was supposed to do from the start and listen. Watch and listen. So I'm gonna creep around so that I can't really be seen and listen in on what they're talking about. Can I tell who the other 2 kids are?
Give me a clever roll to see if you can identify them by their voices.
Oh, hey, that actually worked out.
With a 2, you're not sure as to specifics. But you're able to narrow it down that it's definitely a couple of the more popular girls.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly maybe a couple of the cheerleaders. You're not exactly sure on the specifics.
Okay.
Bathroom's a little echoey or something, so it makes it
So-
hard to tell exactly which
I'm gonna sneak in, but try to not be seen, find a good hiding place, and listen.
Okay, if you're sneaking in, give me a sneaky roll then.
I want to re-roll that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
But with 2, you could, with a 2 you could hide, like, kind of just inside the door. Like, the door is like, there's like a corridor, and then it goes like, you turn
Would
around
I
the
be
corner,
able to hear them from there?
Yes.
Okay, then that's good enough.
Okay. So, like, when you walk up, they're giggling. At first, they like, you kind of catch the hint that they seem to be talking about boys. Like, one of them's talking about, like, how cute they think Alex is.
What? Anything on Drew?
Because you asked, one of them is like stops and goes, yeah, Drew's so cute, but I don't understand his fascination with Keo. He's always talking to Keo.
Oh my god. It's hilarious.
Take a hint, ladies. I don't say that, but that's what I think.
Okay.
Hilarious. God.
The other 2 also kind of try to convince her to, like, join the cheerleading squad. They're like, "Yo, you're so cool. You should join us on the cheerleading squad and stuff. It's a lot of fun, and we just use it as an excuse to, like, party and stuff." You notice that she doesn't actually seem to be saying a whole lot, but the other 2 girls are, like, super excited about the conversation. Like, she, like, says something non-committal, and they're like, she's like, "Yeah, maybe I'll think about it," and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome!" And
They're getting, like, way hyped up for no
Alright.
reason.
yeah,
I'm gonna step into the conversation.
No murder.
strict limit on murdering people inside high school. Is that what
No.
we're saying?
No.
Yes.
I'm not gonna murder anyone.
Okay.
So you say.
What do you do when you walk around the corner? Do you say anything? Do you just walk
No,
in?
I'm just gonna be nervous and awkward. Be around the corner watching them.
Like, they're all gonna look at you. Like, when you walk in, because they're just, like, standing in the middle of the bathroom. Like, one of them's holding a cigarette that they're, like, passing around. The 2
Love
popular
high
girls
schoolers.
who you recognize now, one of their names is Kelly, and the other's Cassie. I'm just
Okay.
pulling names off the top of my head. They give you a look of, like, oh, what is she doing here? But that's not the look that you get from Isabel. Like, she gives you a curious look of, more, like, she's just, like, more curious about who you are, kind of look, rather than, we wish
Okay.
you weren't here.
I'm gonna give the 2 popular girls a glare. Like, I'm gonna make this as uncomfortable as possible for you.
So
And then
you
I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna look at Isabel. Like, yeah, what's up?
so you're not like making an effort to go to a stall or anything.
Nope.
Okay. So Kelly was on a, like, were you listening to us?
You know what I do around here. I know everything.
She's like, oh my god, you are such a creeper. And she's gonna like grab Isabel's hand and look at Casey like, we should get out of here before we catch something. And she
Like lung cancer. I do say that.
Kelly and Casey both roll their eyes at you, but they go to leave. Do you try to stop them?
Do they leave with Isabel?
They try to, but they don't seem to notice
That she refused?
that, like, yeah, they just, like, she like, walks with them for a couple of steps and then, like, slips her hand away, but they don't seem to notice and they just keep walking.
Okay. I'll let them go. I have dirt on one of them that they were smoking, so, you know. If they ever annoy me again, they're gonna get reported.
Okay. Do you say anything?
No. I'm just gonna look at her like...
So, at first you're gonna, kind of just have like a staring contest.
Yeah,
At
I'm
first,
just
'cause
like
you, like-
trying to figure out how she works, is basically... Like, does it have to do
Alright.
something with her eyes? Does she mess with, like, what? What is it? Does she have an amulet?
She's actually gonna speak first. She's gonna say, "Do you know where my brother is?
Who is your brother?
I don't think you've ever met him.
Okay.
So, I know you let the big brute, what's his name, Lycoan?
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, perhaps you know where my brother's prison is."
Nope.
Odd.
I'm gonna get out of there!
Well, you're extra creepy. Peace.
So,
Like, nope.
as you're leaving, she's like, "If you see Lycoan, you should thank him for me. I wouldn't even know where my brother is if he hadn't started opening the door."
Yeah, will do. Thanks. Alright. I'm gonna head back to history class like, nope, 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 nope. Crap, I gotta tell people what's going down.
Mulder started opening a door, and
Yeah.
that's where her brother is.
Yeah, he's trapped in the hellhole. And like Cohen was trying to open it.
And by her clues, he may have had at least one other key, because he apparently started opening it.
Start opening it, so it means he has one or two keys already in it.
Which means that Donan's key could be the only one.
Could be the only one left that they need.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, great.
And it's with the police, but we don't know that.
Alright, so I'm gonna head to history class, sit down, and immediately start texting the group.
Okay, are I believe we talked. Ada is included in the group, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. She is.
Yes.
Yeah, she just doesn't know how to text.
That's right. That's right.
Dear group.
Yeah, she writes it like a letter in all
Yes.
caps.
Not in all caps. She figured out caps.
Okay.
She just didn't figure out that like text messages are supposed to be like 5 characters long.
Okay. I'm gonna
Alright.
touch the group. Isabel's brother is locked up in the hellhole. Apparently, like Cohen started opening the door. Don't know how much is left, how many keys are needed, but this is bad. And then that's all I got.
And Keo responds, "Fuck,
Fuck.
fuck."
Does anybody else have anything they want to do real quick?
Ada's response is, "Oh, shot."
And Narcy,
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I was just telling the group that Isabel's brother is trapped in the hellhole. The gates already started to be opened. We don't know how much is needed left to actually open it.
Should probably do something about that.
Yeah, probably. So what are we gonna do about it?
So what I'm gonna ask real quick before we do this whole thing. So do we think her brother's in the hellhole? Is that something we're making an assumption about? Or is that something we
I'm
can
pretty
definitively
sure it's the hellhole. I'm pretty sure.
You don't know, but she definitely thinks that this is where her brother's locked up. So yeah, you would be assuming that.
And she said when we met her that that the police were not the people who locked up her brother.
Mm-hmm. Is this the same chick? I thought that. Like,
Yeah, this is the same
can we
chick
assume?
That was at the police station.
Like, I mean, I was assuming, but I wasn't sure if. Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, it is 8:30, so we're gonna run to a quick 10-minute break. We will be back in a little bit.
Okay.
And we're back.
Hello.
Half of us are eating.
Yeah, I finished up eating, so.
I'm not. I'm drinking liquids. That's not eating.
Good job.
Staying
Alright.
hydrated.
So I'm gonna text in the group. I think Narcy should go talk to her, see what she can find out.
Have I met her yet?
No.
You've seen her a couple times, but you haven't met her.
Okay. She's a cheerleader, right?
We don't know.
She's just a new girl. She was talking to a couple of the cheerleaders.
Okay. I'm like trying to think up of like a way to like meet her and actually get to talk to her without
Well, you
being
could-
like weird.
Well, you could pretend to be excited to meet her and like subtly ask questions, like, "Oh, hey, it's so nice to meet you. I was thinking of maybe writing an article in our yearbook about you, since you're such a huge hit, and that's odd. Like, that never happens. Anyway, why are you here?"
Ladies and gentlemen, clever one.
Hold up, I'm actually thinking up an idea.
I mean,
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Okay. What's the setting? We're still at school, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're probably finishing up history.
I was in Spanish.
Oh yeah,
Is
but
she in our
me and
history
Narcy
class?
were in history.
She skipped the last class. So no, as far as you know, she's not in your history class.
Okay. Okay, then. So then, where would I meet her?
Probably like in the hallway or something, maybe. I don't know.
She's in the bathroom. Go.
I last saw her in the bathroom, so I don't know where she went from there.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just raise my hand and ask to go to the bathroom because that's the best idea Narcy has from Venora.
Eh.
Fair enough.
When I get done with history, I'll try to see what I can find and try to help.
Okay.
Are we just stalking this
Yep.
child?
Hey, she started it.
I
She started it.
mean, she was a little weird towards Donna, but like,
But then now
No,
we know
No,
we're-
she's supernatural. She started it.
we're
She's
all
using her powers
supernatural
for ill gain.
except for Ada. Everyone in this situation is supernatural except for Ada.
Yeah.
She
But
kind of
we're
bought
not
her
using
way
our
into
powers for ill gain,
supernatural.
are we?
Okay.
Just do it. Go ahead.
Narcy, when you get to the bathroom, she's not there anymore.
Okay, well, for a few minutes on my phone,
Okay.
I text back in the group chat like, Venora, she's not here. Do we have any other kind of lead?
When I get out of history class, I'll help you track her down.
All right. Why is she suspicious again?
Because her brother's in the hellhole. And she's trying to get him out.
Well, yeah, I know that, but like, never mind.
I mean, yeah, that is
What
kind of
else do you need to know?
suspicious. That is kind of suspicious. Like, oh, your brother is trapped in the hellhole and you're trying to free him.
Yeah. The hellhole is where we put the bad people.
Is
The
there
hellhole
sure
is
about
kind
that
of-
for the limited information you have about the hellhole?
I don't wanna
all
take
we
any
know
risk.
is it's bad. We know that the hellhole itself has a
Bad.
very negative energy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It tends to attract bad things.
So if someone is trapped inside of a hellhole radiating negative energy, I, quite frankly, don't want to be a part of whatever is trapped in there.
I'm
You might
sure
be
they're
trapped in there for a
lovely.
reason.
I mean, if they were good, like if they were reasonable, then they would be reasonable. They wouldn't be all like out of the bat, oh, I'm gonna destroy things and then later have a tea party. No, you have a tea party first. And then say, okay, enough of this politics, I'm gonna destroy everything.
All right.
Nora has some opinions about this.
Yeah.
do
Sorry.
you guys have anything in particular that you want me to ask her? Because like,
I think it's like it's just, why is she here? Where is she
Yeah,
from?
it's like,
Like
why is
interrogation questions.
I want to know why she is being all chummy. Why is she trying to get every kid here, every person here on her side? Like, why?
well, that just sounds like she wants to have friends. You two.
No, I am not on this, like, let's ruin this girl's life for no reason. I'm not a part of this. Alright, you cannot bring me into this.
Alright, fine. I'll just say I told you so when she blows something up.
Well, all right. Well, I'll still talk to her because, like, who knows? I might get a good story out of this. I don't know.
Alright, looks like she already got to you too. Great. I'm gonna go home and put on my tinfoil hat.
Ada types back like 7 steps behind the rest of the conversation. Like, I think you should talk to, with 2 O's, her.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Meanwhile, once I'm done with my job interview, I'm gonna go see if I have anything in my library that fits this description.
Okay.
Okay.
Real quick, roll me a clever to see how unless you want to RP your job interview, roll me a clever.
No, I already lived that shit. Let's not.
Yeah, that's,
You nailed
That's
that
too
job.
close.
Nailed it!
You are now the secretary for the police station.
Nice.
That's right.
Even though you interrogated the sheriff, like
The sheriff.
That means I know my shit.
Apparently, she was still impressed, and not at all annoyed.
Not at all annoyed. Okay, fair enough.
So, after she tells you you got the job, does it ask when you can start, of course?
I can start tomorrow. I do have to let you know that I'm in charge of my niece's education, so sometimes I may have to leave early.
That's fine. We just need someone for the majority of the day.
Okay, that I can definitely do.
That's a good way of phrasing it. It makes you seem more responsible.
And now I have
Kind of
wine
the
in my
opposite.
nose. Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
That wasn't the goal.
Just unintended but admirable side effect.
Pretty much. Anyways,
So yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna go through my library. Is there anything that I have on like incredibly like supernaturally friendly individual?
Charismatic is what you're looking for.
Yes. With a clever of 4, I would know the word charismatic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, roll clever to see what you find.
Oh Jesus.
No!
Um,
Roll that.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I'm gonna
yeah.
re-roll that. I'm gonna re-roll that.
okay,
All right, let me re-roll clever. There we go. That's better.
that's better.
Better.
Without that +4, that would have been a -3. That's great. That could have been way worse than it was.
Yeah. Guys, it's a vampire! Kill, kill, kill! Oh dear. Oh dear.
Let's see. With a 3, you get a few good candidates. So you get creature things considered kind of charismatic. Things like sirens pop up. Then they're not so much personally charismatic, but they've can certainly lead people astray.
Okay.
Similarly, things like mermaids pop up. There are some legends of some charismatic witches that you're finding.
Okay.
And maybe some fairy type creatures, some fae.
Okay. Okay. I would say I would narrow my search once I got like mermaid and siren, and I was like, well, clearly this is not taking place at a pool. So, like narrowing it down to creatures that don't necessarily use their voice. Because from what you've said, the people that have interacted with her, she is like giving like non-committal answers and people are responding to it like it was positive. So to me, that says that it's not the voice that's doing it, it's something else.
Could very much
Okay.
just be a witch. You know,
Yeah, it could be a witch.
with telekinesis kind of like abilities to kind of like a ability to lighten a mood or
Kind of like the
adjust
empath
mood.
abilities that Narcy has.
Yeah, kind of. Could
Maybe
be
she's
an
my
if.
cousin.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta say, like, we're talking about shit, and I'm like, that does sound a lot like what you do.
Yeah, she could easily be like some sort of nature spirit.
Mhm.
All right. I'll add that to the list.
Are you going to continue researching?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything else to do. And I would rather figure out what this thing is before it hurts one of my kids.
Okay. While you continue your research, we're gonna jump over. And let's say at this point, school's probably starting to come to an end. We'll skip ahead a little bit. Is there anything anybody does after school?
I would ask Nursey if she wants to find Isabel.
I'm gonna say yes, but let me go over to the yearbook room, tell the advisor, and leave Emily in charge while I'm gone.
Okay. I'll meet you outside then.
I'm not cool with this. I'm not. I don't want this to be happening. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary at this point. So Kyo's just gonna go home. Like this is. I see why you're doing it, but I don't see the point in focusing on it if the more important thing is making sure that Hellhole stays closed anyways. So he's not going to bother with it. He's probably gonna just go home and think about like how the hell he's gonna get the key away from police officers.
The way that Narcy sees it is that like either something is up with her and like they'll find out about it through this yearbook interview, or there's nothing really that like intense going on, story out of it, and like it's just there's free content.
Yeah.
From my point of view, it's the more we know about the enemy and their motives, the more we can understand what we need to be doing to counteract it. But whatever.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go home and put on a tinfoil hat.
So Narcy, are you trying to find her then? So do you want to try to do this interview?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell the advisor and Emily that it's going to be like trying to figure out if there's like maybe a spread or like some sort of like where we ask people what makes our school unique. And like what better way to do that than start talking to people who like just moved in. We're like
Yeah.
looking forward to.
Fair enough. That's a good way of doing that. That's smart.
Yeah, they certainly the advisor certainly likes the idea. Recommends that, and they kind of recommend that you find a Donna first, because they're pretty sure that they've seen Donna hanging around. But then they're leaving it up to you, where you start. But yeah, I mean, they like the idea of the spread, and Emily probably asks if you want her help.
I actually sent Emily to interview Donna. Do I have Donna's number?
You probably could have Donna's number. If you don't have it, I'm assuming somebody.
I definitely do.
Yeah, Keo does.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so then I text Keo, and then Keo probably texts me the number that I handed off to Emily.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like just be like, no. Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And so then I'm like, okay, I'm going to the other newest student, and I don't know, like maybe like I also have Venora here, and she's also going to be helping out with homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to be helping me out with interviewing Isabel.
You're like,
Okay.
No, I'm not. I need to be away from this so that there's no suspicion.
Oh. So you don't want to be anywhere near any.
I'll find her, but I'm not going to be a part of the interview. No.
Okay.
because you don't want to be kind of like on her shit list, especially after earlier.
Okay.
Like, if I'm there, she's gonna obviously know that you're, like, planning something. That you're here for something that... So she won't be completely honest.
Well, I already
Yeah.
spoke it to the advisor and Emily.
Eh.
Yeah,
You
but
know I'm good at
Isabel
bailing.
doesn't know that.
Yeah, but
You know I'm good at bailing.
okay, yeah. But like you are technically helping me find her, so
Right. So I'm gonna go find her. I guess I can use my stunt this time.
Okay. Yeah, it's fairly easy to use your stunt this time. The school's at least begun to empty out. So, you find her hanging out kind of towards the back of the school.
Okay.
It kind of looks to you that she's watching the interview of Donna
Okay.
from a distance.
Okay, I'm gonna point her out to Narcy and say, good luck. And then head on out. Well, I'm gonna, like, just leave the room and wait until Donna's done.
wait, I'm talking to Donna right now?
No, I pointed out Isabel and said good luck.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry. Okay, so I walk over to her and I go, "Hi, how are you? Are you Isabel?"
Yes. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Narcy Gutierrez. I'm with the Vonwood High School yearbook. I'm doing a series of interviews for like new students or newer students to see what they feel sets our school apart from others and what makes us unique. So, what better person to talk to than like the talk of the school right now?
Yeah, I suppose so. What do you wanted to know what makes this school special? Is what you said?
Yep. Is it cool if I like take out my phone and like record the interview? It's just really helpful for like to have like a transcript and like making the quotes as accurate as possible to reflect you and not like, it makes you sound better in the book.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Um uh, I'm getting flashbacks to like out of character just to like not having questions prepared. Um um okay. So where are you from?
Um, well, that's a complicated question. I mean, mostly the East Coast. Did live, overseas for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Why'd you move over to Vonwood in the middle of like nowhere, Midwest, United States?
Well, I don't really know. I guess the same old reason. My father, wanted to get a change of location since my brother went missing, and so kind of just ended up here.
Your brother went missing? I'm sorry?
It just one of those things. They couldn't find him. I don't.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to pry. I was just surprised is all.
Oh, that's fine. We just don't really talk about it anymore.
Understandable. So uh so how are you liking Vonwood so far?
It's a cute little town, that's for sure.
Yeah.
How are you liking the your fellow students?
They're all so nice. Even that weird girl seems to be very nice.
That's a lie. Liar.
There's at this point one thing you notice is that she seems very much like she's purposely like watching her words. Like she's very aware of the fact that you're like recording this conversation.
Okay, so then I go up and say, you know, you don't have to like worry about sounding like good and like perfect for the yearbook. Like as long as just speak casually to me, just like talk for as long as you want to. If you sound more natural in the transcript or like whatever, like you'll sound infinitely better in the book or like any sort of like online news story that way. Like don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
to be truthful, we came here looking for my brother.
Okay.
So, I don't really know why. But yeah, I mean, my father seems to think that he'd be here.
What led to that?
You know, I guess some people just have a sense of these things.
All right.
Okay, so
Get a
back to your
full
fellow
name.
students.
Uh,
Oh yeah, before I forget, could I get your full name, please? It's just better to have like, because there's several Isabels here.
yeah. Give me 1 second.
As I make one up on the spot.
Yeah. Hey, Isabel Swick.
Swick?
Yeah, Swick.
Okay.
It's SWICK.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Nice, slick.
I was thinking like Swiffer. That was my first thought. Funny enough.
So have you been making any friends? Like, what do you feel sets like Vonwood students apart from like your other schools that you've been to?
I mean, I've been making a lot of friends. Compared to some of the places I've been, everybody seems so interested in me.
Hmm. Interested in how?
All right.
I don't know, like, everybody's like, want me to skip class with them, and everybody's so interesting. They all have something they want to talk about, and yeah, I mean, that's. But it's just like some schools, people aren't all that interested in the people around them, and everybody here definitely seems interested in the people around them.
Okay. So you've been making a lot of friends so far? Like, how long have you been here so far?
Oh, today's my first day. I haven't met everybody yet, but I've made a few friends, I think. At least I'm starting to.
Okay, okay. Were you talking about earlier, by the way, the weird one? I might know her.
Um, I'm not entirely sure what her name is. She never told me, but I kind of ran into her in one of the girls' bathrooms.
Yeah, that's very vague. Pretty odd.
Not helpful.
Though in like the back of my mind, like knowing that like Venora did bump into Isabel in the bathroom. She's like, okay, yeah.
So we know.
Okay, so like are you interested in like looking at any like extracurriculars or, do you have any goals so far here?
I never done any extracurriculars. I'm usually not in a school long enough to have any extracurriculars. So I've never, it's never something I've really done.
Well, if you just want to like hang around, like if you want to get into photography, like your book is a great place to come into for extracurriculars. Do you have first or third period free?
Yeah, I mean, photography is interesting. I'm not really sure it's my thing. You wouldn't happen to know if the other new girls in any extracurriculars, would you?
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I'm all that interested. Maybe I'll think on some of the extracurriculars and get back to you.
Okay. Have you made any friends with like other new people?
Not yet, but I kind of want to get to know the other new girls. That like what's her name? Donna?
Yeah.
But
okay.
I haven't talked to her yet.
Okay. Is it cool if I grab your number in case like I need to interview you a second time, or like just have you for a caption if you just happen to be in a photo?
Oh yeah, definitely. And then she gives you her number.
Cool.
What's the area code?
Well, we have a last name.
Yeah.
So if she has a dad, we can look for him.
If she has a dad.
Yeah, but I mean the area
does
code.
Have a dad.
The area code would give us something to narrow down search results for.
This is also true.
Well, like I just got her number, so.
Awesome. All right.
Okay, well.
Would Donna leave the room as well?
Yeah, Donna's probably done by now, I would assume, as well.
Okay.
Nursey, do you shut off the recorder and stuff?
Yeah,
So
I go like I just have like the closing like thank you so much for this interview. If I need you for anything else, like I'll be sure to text you and like set up a time for everything. I'm sorry that this is like all super spontaneous, whatever. But, like, blah 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 blah. I'll so on and so forth.
I'll be in touch. Okay, thanks. Bye.
yeah, that's fine. Thanks for giving me the chance to get to know you.
Yeah, if you ever wanna explore the school or like need any connections, like dude, I know like almost everybody here.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Bye.
Are you leaving then?
Yeah, heading back to your book room.
As before you do that, as you're leaving, she goes, and you wouldn't if you know where my brother is. Please tell me.
Um,
Can't find
yeah,
him if
sure.
we
If
don't
I
have a
get
name.
any, sure. If I get any updates or like hear anything from people, like I'll be sure to let you know.
Thank you.
No problem. And I give like an awkward like half smile, like okay, that sounds awfully like she thinks that I know where he is.
If possible, I'd like to link up back with Donna when she's no longer in the line of sight of Miss Creepy.
Yeah, that's as soon as she leaves the area that she's being interviewed in, she's out of sight.
Okay. I guess I'd meet up and say hi.
Oh, hi, Venor. I was kind of looking for you all day.
Sorry, I do that. What you need?
I didn't really know anybody at school, and your uncle said wanted me to start school and stuff, so I just thought you were my best bet to get away from the creepy girl who was just watching me.
You're probably right. We should probably stick together from now on. I'm gonna look around to make sure that no one's listening or around, and then I'm gonna tell her. Sorry, go ahead.
Not at the moment. Nobody seems to be at the very least paying attention to you.
Okay. I'm gonna tell her quietly. She's looking for the key that she can open up the hellhole because her brother's down there. That's why she's probably looking at you like that. She probably thinks you know where it is.
Oh, good. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
Just be aware that you need to be careful.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Petey and the pack about what's going on. If you want to, you could probably come home with me.
That sounds nice. They they gave me a bunch of work I'm supposed to catch up on, and I don't even know where to start. I've never even heard of the Scarlet Letter, and now I'm supposed to be reading it.
Yeah, school's dumb. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Just do what you can, and that's all that can be asked for.
Oh, okay. Then back to your house then?
Yep. I'm gonna take Donna home.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, she could just watch the movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Spark Notes it.
Spark
Like-
Notes it, yes.
Like with Spark Notes, you'll pass. You know? It's like they always say, my mom used to be a teacher and she would be like, yeah, we always put stuff that's like specifically from the book that's not on Spark Notes. I'm like, yeah, but Spark Notes can pass you without having to actually read it. Like, you still get that 70 at least.
You at least still pass.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyone else? Gonna do stuff at school?
Yeah. So, Ada, what
Yep.
were you looking for again?
So specifically, like charismatic, supernatural entities that aren't necessarily focused on their voices.
Okay. Roll a clever roll and see how well you do.
3.
See, 3 again. Charismatic supernatural beings that don't focus on their being. The first thing you get is a succubus or an incubus.
Okay.
Definitely top the list.
Okay.
There's some lore, like a few trying to think here. Like there's like a few lores that go back, obviously, that like kind of connect to some like myths of gods, and the cats think the computer is the place to hang out. So, but there's some that go back to some like gods, goddesses. Of course, there's always that. If you dig far enough, you'd probably find satyrs. Some types of fae, again, would turn up on this list.
Okay.
Jinn as well. Like, there might be a couple of them that pop up in your research.
That's what I was thinking.
So Ada is looking specifically for how to neutralize these things. Not kill, but dampen the effects or negate the effects of.
For like some of them, it's kind of obvious. Like succubus and incubus, you could probably like trap them in like the Seal of Solomon, and that would stop them. Most of them, like their powers, you like if you poison them with a certain root or something, they might stop their powers. What you specifically for like Jinn, you don't really find a whole lot on neutralizing. Like there's like a debate in some of the books whether or not the Seal of Solomon works on them and stuff, but you know specifically for succubus and incubus that works. Not really a whole lot. Like satyrs, they're just charming. It's not really a power. They're just supposed to be really charming. There is like one sentence that says there's a pheromone that they give off, but nobody's ever been able to prove it. But other than that, they're really charming. There's a suggestion to take away their their pan flute. Don't let them play music. But that's about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's all Ada was planning on doing.
Okay. So.
And I guess the only other thing that she would do is she would make sure that she had snacks in case any of the kids show up.
Okay.
Where your
She's
kids
like,
now?
I remember one thing about being a teenager, and that is the fact that I was hungry.
All the time.
All the time. So I will have snacks.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody specifically wants to do after school?
I'm gonna talk to my dad and Petey, but
Okay. And are you just talking to them about her staying with you instead of the pack?
I'd suggest it when I explain the situation. That there's somebody who's looking to open the hellhole, and they probably think that she's got the key.
Okay. Petey kind of likes the idea of keeping her around the pack because he definitely thinks the pack can keep her safe. But your dad likes the idea because he thinks that she might be able to perhaps help you focus on your school work and maybe get your grades up. So he's gonna argue on your side because he hopes that, you know, having someone your own age help you with your schoolwork. Whether or not he's wrong doesn't matter.
Like, I feel bad for you because you're misguided. But okay.
So yeah, they'll they'll let her stay with you. But they definitely want you to consider. Or Petey's gonna stop by, like, periodically to check and make sure that everything's.
Well, why does she have to stay with me? Like, why can't she still stay with the pack? It's just in the morning. I'm gonna go over and pick her up.
Oh, okay.
And I'll walk her to school.
Okay,
I'll take her from school.
That's fine too if that's what you want.
I think that's safer.
Okay. Yeah, no, they definitely think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna ask Donna what her classes are, and try to see if I can, like, if we can match up our classes.
Okay, she has. Her first class is like home ec. It's like an elective.
Mm-hmm.
She has, I think it was English she has after lunch.
Okay.
So she probably has, or no, it was chemistry she has after lunch. Sorry.
Yeah, she has
So she has
chemistry after lunch.
English before lunch, probably a gym class as well before lunch, and then like her history and science would be later in the day.
Okay. I would ask if there's any way she can move around her schedule, or if I need to go move around mine.
I might be able to move a couple of them. I mean, I'm new, so they probably let me move some classes around so that I feel comfortable.
Okay. I'm gonna write down my schedule and give it to her. It's like, this is what I got.
Okay. I'll talk to them tomorrow then.
Okay. Cool. I'll see you tomorrow. And then I'm gonna head home.
Okay. So, is there anything anybody else wants to do tonight?
I'm good.
What is it called? That plant that we needed?
The
Yellow.
yellow wolfsbane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We gotta still do that, right?
Yeah, if you want to role play, do it.
Killing
doing
this
that.
dude.
Yeah.
What we have to do is essentially get them in the same place, the head and the body, and then is it bury it with the yellow wolfsbane? Like, I don't know what we do once we have it.
I mean, basically, you gotta kind of like poison him like you would a werewolf with regular wolfsbane. It's just
Okay.
yellow wolfbane's more supernaturally potent. So
Okay.
Okay. Well, just wanted to make sure that
So-
like that was done.
Yeah, we can just do that. Because I'm pretty sure I've been staying at Venora's, and so once the wolfsbane gets in, I can just take it to my house, take the head and the wolfsbane to my house, and kill it.
I would ask if you want any help with that.
I'm not gonna be the one killing it. That's gonna be my parents. I'm not killing anything. So I think they'll be fine.
All right. I hope so.
I think it'll be fine.
I really hope so. I really, really hope
Should
so.
I roll? Like, I think it's fine.
Oh no,
Opponent.
you don't
No.
have to roll. You've got this.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of
I guess I'll head
fine.
home.
Yeah. So, like, Cohen is officially taken care of.
Finally.
It's no longer a problem.
Jesus Christ. Goodbye, Mulder.
Or
Have fun in hell.
the hellhole.
No, not even joking like that. Not when we think someone's actually there. Not when we have a sneaking suspicion that someone's trapped in there. We're not even gonna do. Mm-mm.
All right.
We probably pass off the dead body to Ada to deal with
Oh yeah, take care of.
burying.
The little itty bitty dead body?
Itty
Yeah.
bitty. It might grow. It might unshrink. So now it's a fully sized
Eventually, the potion's
dead
gonna wear off
body.
now, and it's gonna.
Be a full-size dead body.
It's a full size
right.
dead body.
To a different spot in the swamp it goes.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do on that night?
I want to sleep.
Okay. If everybody
Yeah.
is everybody gonna go to sleep and rest
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So the next morning, when everybody comes into school, Venora, you come into school with Donna in the morning?
Yep.
Okay. Is anybody else with them, or did Keo and Narcy, did you come in separately?
I'm gonna go up to Donna because I have an idea on how to get the key back from the police officers.
Okay.
We need to do this quietly.
So, it's not illegal. It's a thought out, should work plan.
Yeah, but if we have
Um,
little Miss Creepy listening.
True. So he's probably gonna go up to Donna and be like, okay, and make sure obviously no one's around. So what I think you should do is be honest, which is very it's like Occam's razor, I'm thinking.
It's really scary.
Occam's razor, like simplest solution is the best solution. Or is the right. I think you should just go up and say, hey, I had some stuff buried, and when I went to go and pick it up, there had been a murder, and there's police tape everywhere and the box was gone. Can I have it back, please? Like, and it's like, well, why was it buried? It was just, you know, like it was
My
like a time
brother was
capsule kind
taking
of
care
thing.
of
Like
it.
we just, yeah, my brother was taking care of it, and
And
I would
he
like to have
died.
it back, please. Yeah, like just being completely like, you don't have to say, oh, it's a key to, like you don't have to be like ask for the shit back. I think that might be the best way to get it.
And remember, I work there now.
Yeah. So like, well, on top of that, we have another person. This doesn't work out. I'm sure you could steal it from them. I believe in you. We have a contingency plan, which is Ada.
Okay.
All Ada.
Real quick, guys. Everybody say hi. We're being rated by Forge Breakers.
Hey!
Hi, Forge Breakers!
All right. Can I double check to make sure that Isabel isn't around?
She's not currently, but while you're checking, you notice that a few of the students seem to be giving you an odd look, Venora. You specifically. Like
I'm gonna glare
so-
back at them.
like some of them like look over and then like, you know, look away like, and then like whisper to their friend or something. So,
Welcome to high school.
Fair enough. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to look at Kyo and say, I think we need to be sure when we talk, no one can hear us.
Okay.
I think there's some telepathy going on here.
All right. Or we could just use our phone
We could
Like-
just text.
like regular teenagers.
Yeah.
we could just
I
text
just
like
felt like-
regular teenagers.
I just felt like that was something I should tell Donna in person.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that. Keep everything quiet.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give Donna my number
Okay.
and tell her that when she's ready to head to the police department, let her know, and I'll come with.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna text that. I can't say that out loud. There's people listening.
There's people listening.
There's eyes and ears everywhere.
Yep.
I
Great.
like that as this goes on, Venora just gets more and more paranoid that everybody
Yep.
together.
And Ada's like, yes, my child.
I like how Ada has like unofficially adopted all of us. You literally have said,
Yeah.
in case my kids come over,
Oh,
or
yeah.
I don't want anyone to hurt my kids.
Pretty much.
It's like you hated us, and now it's like, okay, yeah, we killed someone together. We're all cool.
I mean, this is the traditional rite of passage. Like, we communally murdered someone. We're a family now.
Yeah.
I suppose that's a good marker.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ada's 100% first priority is Narcy. But, like, Narcy has all of these, like, friends? It's weird. It's weird. Ada doesn't understand what's going on, but since Narcy seems to like you, then Ada likes you too.
You think Narcy likes me, huh? Alright.
There's a popper!
They keep staring at me. Oh, okay. From like bottom, so I'm like, you know what? Just be here. Be here in my lap.
Yay!
I know
Sorry.
she wants my soup, but
He just wants to eat your soup.
I am 5 on the inside. And I was like, oh, look, that puppy!
He's an old man.
six.
Yeah, he's old.
That's
He looks
still
old.
a puppy. That's fine.
Old.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry, we're like derailing so much.
we are. Narcy,
Yes.
Emily is gonna find you in the morning when you get to school. Um you would notice specifically because your empathic ability, she's seems extremely nervous.
Hmm.
Um and she walks up to you and she's like, "So I heard you had a good interview with Isabel yesterday. I heard that talking to her went real well."
Yeah, relatively. It's like your average interview, you know.
Oh, that that's good. Did you did you guys talk about anything else other than just the interview?
Um, Not really. Like I heard some like serious stuff from her, but like we didn't really touch on it that much.
Oh, oh, okay. Um, oh, by the way, I got all that stuff that you wanted for the memorials for Christine
Oh yeah.
ready.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Uh, it's it's with your other yearbook stuff in the workroom. I left it there this morning for you. I didn't know if I would
Okay,
see
great.
you.
Wait, what?
Oh, she said she didn't know if she'd see you before you went
Oh,
in there this morning.
why?
I mean, she just wasn't sure she'd run into you. I guess like it's school. She didn't know when you if you'd go there first or she'd run into you in the hallway, type deal. And she's also
Okay.
extremely nervous right now. So for some reason that you're not entirely sure
Uh,
of.
uh, Emily, are you okay? You seem a bit stressed right now.
Oh, I guess I just have a lot of my mind. It was kind of thinking a lot about homecoming this year. I guess I just I don't know. But by the way, are you planning on going?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be shooting.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that for some reason. Uh may, maybe I'll see you there then.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um, well, I gotta get to class.
Okay.
See you
Oh.
later.
Yeah, definitely. If you wanna like hang out after school, like definitely text me. If you need anything, please text me. Okay?
Okay, I will. I'll talk to you later then.
Okay. Bye.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do in the morning?
I'm acting as well. I'm gonna take Donna to the office so that we can move around her schedule.
Okay. Roll me your sneaky to convince the office. I'll let you roll. Well, sneaky or careful to kind of try to convince the office that they should do this.
Okay, I got 3.
Uh, get that not all of her classes are amendable because some of some rooms are full and stuff, but you
Okay.
get the majority. Like there's like one class that
And which class was that?
it is probably her chemistry class that she can't move. It's the one
Okay.
class she doesn't have with anybody.
And that's your chemistry class, Kyo?
Q, I believe, was in
No.
English at that time.
Okay, great.
Her chem class is right after lunch.
Uh,
So no.
Alright, can I see if I can move around mine so that it
Yeah.
gets me in?
Roll your careful again and see if you can move that yours. With the,
Yes.
with the 3?
With the
yeah,
3.
yeah. You're only trying to move one class.
Yeah.
As opposed to all 8. So, yeah, they let you move around to get in that chemistry class. The office, like the attendant in there, she's actually kind of excited because you actually seem to be showing some kind of interest in your schooling.
In a person?
In a person, in your schooling.
In a person?
In general?
In general, yeah. So
No, this is just a termination. It's nothing to do with it.
all right. Anything else? Anybody else has?
Nope, I'm acting as Donna's personal bodyguard
Okay.
for the rest of forever.
8 is going to work.
Okay. If nobody else has anything else they want to do, we're gonna, I think, wrap up because
'Kay.
I don't have anything else for today.
One thing, because people are being mean right now, I'm gonna be kind of more in the corners of places.
Okay.
'Cause obviously, they have something against me, so whatever. I'll just make sure they can't see me.
Okay. Anybody got any shout outs other than the normal stuff they want to do at all? Okay.
Don't think so.
You know, big shout out to Forgebreaker again for the raid.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks for coming. It
yeah,
was
thanks for
fun.
guys, even though it was you came in at the tail end there.
Yeah.
Big thank you there. As for me, I'm Dirty Teddy Bear. I'm the one who usually has a shout out here. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy with an I. It's I keep forgetting that it's actually on the screen there. Twitch as well at Nerdy Teddy Bear. You can find me here on Wednesdays, of course, along with all these lovely people doing Vonwood Legends.
It's been fun. We've murdered some people.
We've killed a lot of
great.
people.
The monsters have killed more, though, so we're
Yes.
still have the moral high ground.
Yes, monsters have killed, I think, 5, and we've only killed like 3.
No, 4,
4.
because the doppelganger.
Yes.
We killed him too.
There's still 1 ahead of us, so
Yeah.
we're still doing the right thing.
So we're still doing the right thing. And then every other Thursday, I'm usually there for Shadowrun. Along with
That's very fun.
Silver
That's
Throne.
gonna happen tomorrow, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, Shadowrun tomorrow. It's gonna be fun.
I was planning on it. I kind of had a busy week. I had this today. I have Shadowrun on Thursday, and then Saturday I'll be over on DeBaldi's channel running Danger Patrol for a
Oh yeah,
one shot.
that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, so check that out if you're hanging around the internet, and we are gonna raid Soul Bear RPG. So everybody have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Good night.